all, welcome back, or if you're new to the show, also a very big welcome. Today another Luft-X model, this time a Focke-Wulf. Quite a futuristic one. I do love that there are some details from World War II in there. I don't think this one ever made it past the drawing table, but it sure is a cool design. It's a Ta283. I've seen some drawings back in the day in my books, but I've never seen a scale model of it. So, as I mentioned in the previous video, Luft-X is mainly resin models, but still worth having a look. They're quite cool, futuristic, collector's cards, everything is in there. So yeah, we're gonna have a look at it. It's quite an old release again. Historic sales are apparently via the States, Minneapolis. I still don't know who originally released them, so feel free to comment that. But they for sure look interesting. Alrighty guys, so the last episode of the Luft-X ones that I bought, this time a Focke-Wulf, which I personally my favorite for design and coloring. So it's a Focke-Wulf Ta283. So really interesting looking, like the little green Eric heart there. So Eric has also on his planes a special ace pilot that had a lot of logos on his planes. This is that's a Luft-007. So in between they started swapping stands. It's quite interesting. So somewhere down the road they said like, hey, let's do other stand types. So the information card again, Luft-007. If you guys want to pause and read, Walter rocket motors, really cool. A lot of horsepower, quite a good speed, good range. Oh, interesting again. I really wondered what would have happened if the Germans had these, as they would say, Wunderwaffen, if they would have actually won. I don't think they would have, but it's still an interesting take on things. The resin mold on this one looks a lot better. It is a bit of an ME329 nose, or the Messerschmitt 210. The cockpit again has no deals, but the paint is really cool. So we have a winner. Luft-X is not a bad loser. I just had two poor models in there, but this one is really cool. Even the little engine fly details in there. It's a light model, by the way. They don't weigh much. Also the modern stand, by the way. I thought it was the older type stand. So I only have one that is an old school stand type, and the rest is all more modern. I don't think these stands were ever put together because they're a nightmare still to put in. Now let me get the box out of the way for you guys so you guys don't have to see my waste. By the way, this is not going to go into the junkyard, of course. This box will stay with me, but it's going to go into my storage. By the way, storing boxes, if you guys ever want to see an episode on how I do it, please let me know, because I have quite an ingenious way of doing it. Not ingenious, it's the basic way of how storing, but I have it on Excel and location, and is it complete, is it not complete, how much I paid, so I can keep track of it, and my wife doesn't go crazy if I ever pass away, unfortunate, but just to give her a bit of a mind feel that everything is there. So yeah, the Luft-X Focke-Wulf. I have to say, I'm pleasantly surprised by the last one again. So some downers and some uppers, but in general, not bad. I would put some sober lube on the insert, by the way. It's quite tight. So again, the stand has that flexibility of going all the way. So that's really cool. Something that I absolutely like about these stands that they use. So let me see if I can turn on the rotisserie table for you guys. It's quite fast now, a little bit slower. Yep. So yeah, there you have it, guys. A Focke-Wulf. Now let me put a bit under an action angle. Really cool. So another Wunderwaffen completed. This also concludes our episodes. I had record a small end video, so how are you guys will see me with all the boxes. Guys, so there you have it. Another Luft-X plane completed. So as you can see, the series below here, I have quite a few of them. So the front ones too I bought mainly without box. But I have to say, I was pleasantly surprised by this brand. So this being the last video, I also wanted to share like what else was there. It's a cool and interesting brand if you want to dig into it. I would not overpay too much for them. I see them on eBay oftenly for around 58, 60 euros, and that's excluding import costs to Europe, the European region. Would I do that? No, I would not. I think they're worth around 20, 30-ish. They're all made of resin, the shapings are quite basic and quite poor. But are they cool? Yeah, for sure. It gives you another dynamic into your collection if you're into World War II. And it brings in the experimental range, let's say. So I hope that these videos helped you guys. And I hope that I made some collector out there think like, I would like to buy it, or maybe I would have skipped it at all. So I want to thank you guys again for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. This all really helps me. And yeah, send an email if you want to see something different. And hope to see you next time. Stay safe.